swordsmen step into the arena for Game 1 of Xanadu 383. J-Lim, what do you think of this matchup?
I'm actually surprised that Joj didn't try Wolf game 1 because Wolf has the better projectile and a reflector. But Ike does have crazy kill power and Younglings does not. So that would be the thing that Joj needs to work around in order to win this match.
And also you have the disjointed sword to kind of slap away some of Youngling's projectiles. Like that boomerang probably won't affect Ike as much as it would other characters just because you can typically trade and win against it. But great parry into the nair, forcing Joj off stage, a couple projectiles, but Joji's able to just kind of get up for free there.
Yep. It's up B, but no, it doesn't combo into itself.
But that single hit back air from Colonies getting the conversion, and then the parry, up B, up air, but great DI by Joj. You can't give Youngling stocks early. This character thrives if you are able to get an early kill.
For sure. Yeah, Youngling definitely very good at racking up damage, almost killing across the PS2 on Ike.
Is that actually going to do it? No, Joj barely able to make it back with the up B. I think Colonies just trying to body block that side B.
Colony's doing a very good job at avoiding these neutral air combo starters by Ike. Except for that one, and that's the one that's going to take the stock.
And then Joj puts the sword down 80 to 180, doesn't matter, even game, get at me.
This is Smash Ultimate, it doesn't matter.
May not have the rage in the back pocket anymore as Joj gets cleared up, but I think that's kind of what we're going to see here, is that Colonies can do a really good job of racking Joj up to high percent. Youngling famously has trouble killing, though he has a lot of confirms. If you don't get those confirms at low percent, it becomes a difficult game.
But even if you don't get it, Youngling's still a very good character with very, very good frame data.
Oh yeah, this character's suppressed. This character's Mario with projectiles. That neutral air is like -2 on shield. There might be like 2 or 3 characters in the game that have up Bs that can punish it. It is super easy to pressure shields with Youngling.
There we go. Gets the neutral air into back air. That's a lot of damage on Youngling.
72 already, and it was already in the mid-80s that we were seeing those kill percents from stock 1. So a little bit extra rage, and now 92 on Colonies. I think you need to start being careful about that back-facing neutral air that Joj seems to favor these days with Ike.
That forward air is going to take it cleanly off the side of the blast zone.
That's a buff right there. That move used to not be able to kill nearly as early, but I mean, we got a stage with more narrow side blast zones, plus the extra buffs in the back pocket. Joj will take that every day.
For sure. And now Joj's running away with his lead, already tacking on 60% on Colonies, but Colonies finally able to take Joj's second stock. Here we go.
Yeah, Joj's just doing a really good job of just staying at the mid-range where Colonies can't really toss out these projectiles as safe. And the wait right there, just wait on his get-up options, and got it twice.
Colonies is all over Joj right now, but Joj just uppies out of shield to get Colonies away. And this isn't looking good for Colonies right now.
Single hit jab, what are you going to do about it? I love that from Colonies. That's a nice little mix-up. Younglings don't utilize that move much at all. Good bomb placement. And then the wall jump into the get-up? That was sick.
Yeah, that was very good. That was a very good way to get out of disadvantage by Colonies. Joj needs to be very careful about these rolls. Colony is going to scout that out.
And Colonies knows exactly what it needs to do to...
Wait, no
okay,
way.
I was gonna say to secure. I had to stop right there. Joj almost taking it with that up B, but no, that's a little bit of a flashlight. He does it again!
Falls forward a second time, but not going to take the stock quite yet. And then the dash attack in neutral. What was that grab, Colonies?
That had to have been a tech flop. Colonies was playing too well to just suddenly toss out a random grab at mid-distance.
I think Colonies was trying to get too much into Joj's head. Like, you saw in the beginning of the stock, Colonies was doing like this, the down tilts on shield and then the single jab and waiting for Joj to air dodge to the ground to grab again and everything. And I guess maybe Colonies thought that Joj was going to run in, but Joj did, but a little bit too late with that dash attack.
He definitely ran in, but he had the big sword out in front of him, so Colonies early exit their game 1. And that is such an interesting matchup. We saw so many times where it looked like Colonies had a ton of control. He got out of disadvantage at edge. He didn't have to deal with a lot of Joj's ledge trapping, but he still lost the game because he could not finish.
And you know, that's the classic story of like the lightweight versus the heavyweight character. The lightweight usually has better neutral and is much easier to get your hits in, but the heavyweight character You just have to get that one good read or that one good hit in, and that will be your stock. Doesn't matter your percent.
That's a heavy boy privilege, and we saw it right there with Ike. You can go ahead and make as many mistakes as you want on a big body, as long as once you're at 150, you don't allow them to land the killing blow, and you're smart about what options you threw out. And Joj is nothing if not a smart player.
Yeah, definitely been around the scene for a while. I played him a couple times. I know he's a smart player, and we'll see if he can take another game over Colonies to secure his spot in top 48 winners.
So we're sticking on the same stage. I do like this option. Younglik does have a decent few kill options that'll finish him off the top with things like the up B conversions into the up air that we almost saw take stock one of game one. Already starting with a few B reversals and just really good movement from the boomerang. The boomerang's a tool we didn't really see too much of game one, but Joj.
That's tough.
Yeah, you really don't want to go ahead and give Youngling the lead, because now there's no reason for him to go in. There's no reason for him to use that nair pressure. It just becomes he can pick his spots and he can force you in and just counter box you.
And Youngling very good at racking up damage, so except Joj almost took the stock right there, and is that it? That will be it. Down tilt to up air is a true combo now.
Powers himself up, but he's got a conversion of his own. Up B, is that going to do it? Not quite. Ike a little bit too heavy for that, but still putting Joj on notice. These taunts might be powering up Joj's mental, but Colony is showing that if he is a little bit too complacent sitting at edge, he can get hard punished. And then again, Colonies finishing that stock off.
Yeah, that was very good. Get the parry into the up E yet again into the combo. Joj needs to really stop air dodging to the ground like that.
He's making this look like it's land, because Ike's big weakness is that he has a bit of a linear option that he has to approach with aerial, so you can typically parry it offline, but online that is a different beast. These two players either have fantastic connections or Colonies has been practicing this. He's up with the Wi-Fi meta.
Wow.
Good God. That's a whooping. This man took stocks relatively early as Ike, landed, taunted, and then didn't have the opportunity to swing once more.
It looked like Joj was going to make it a close game, because after the SD, Joj made that huge comeback and then brought the stocks to even. But then Colonies just said, no. I know exactly what you're going to do. I'm going to parry all your moves and punish you for it.
A full stock and a half. Joj only dealt 28 damage. That's difficult. I mean, you figure that it's nice that he made the comeback there. It's nice that he made that close, but that's a message from Colonies. That's a pro player sitting down and saying, all right, you had one on me. I did something silly game two. I'm not going to go out like this.
And yeah, like you said, that's a very big statement, because that's Colonies saying, Joj, I know how you play and I know how to punish it. What are you going to do? So Joj really has to change up his game plan if he wants to win this game.
So game three for Joj. I know the triplats tend to be the counter pick here, but it looks like those may have been unavailable, and we are going back to stadium.
Ooh, okay.
To the soft empty empty footstool.
I hate accidentally footstooling when you're trying to do double jump landing aerial.
Yeah, it just never works, and whenever you get it, you're in such an awkward spot, because you go super high, you typically don't have your fastball ready because you weren't expecting it, and then your opponent can just punish you.
Right. Doesn't fall for the wall jump arrow this time. Good stuff to Joj, catching onto that.
But Colony's very good anti-air with the boomerang twice now. Joj barely makes it back, though, with the up B. And now he's spacing his aerials a little bit better. That time, Colony's unable to get the up B punish he's been favoring. Good way to get on the air dodge, but no punish. Both players just unable to perfectly match their air drifts.
Joj's catching Colonies all over the place.
What? Okay, so Ike's up B has super armor throughout the entirety of it where he doesn't have the sword in his hands. So that was a super unlucky moment there for Joj, where Colonies picked the perfect time to just drift in ever so slightly and just completely intercept him, catch him without a jump and no tech.
I don't think Colonies picked that option at all. I think he was rolling the dice, and it just happened to work out.
I mean, you got to give the players the benefit of the doubt, man. They're just super smart. That's why they're on the sticks and we're on the mics, right?
I guess so. In this Wi-Fi meta, like, Colonies is just on another level. Yeah, Colonies is running away with this now. That was so big for him.
It looked like JoJ was going to take a solid lead, and now all of a sudden, Colonies absolutely in control right here. The up B will secure that stock, but at 103%, Colony can start looking for these kill confirms pretty soon.
Yep, and there's a combo, bringing I closer and closer to the kill percent. Gotta punish.
That's a lot of damage from the up B. 17% very nearly out of shield. Perhaps JoJ, that hasn't worked out for him like a bunch of times now. Up B is super hard to punish for Youngling.
Ooh. Alright, JoJ just needs to avoid any of the combo setups on top of the kill moves, like the raw kill moves, like that out smash.
Yeah, not doing a very good job of avoiding that. Colonies has done that like 2 or 3 times now, where he just lands next to JoJ, waits a second for him to drop shield and jump, and then immediately up smashes. That time it pays dividends, as he's up a full stock here very nearly. The drag down.
JoJ almost got the double nair into up air, but the boomerang saving Colonies.
How does JoJ get down from the platform? I guess he just tries to not necessarily challenge Colonies on shield anymore. He is starting to learn, but is it too little too late?
What? 3 boomerang or 3 arrows?
Hold these, please.
Dash attack not going to hit with a strong hit, it looks like.
JoJ just hitting butts right now. He retreats, does a strong move, retreats, does a strong move. Please run into me. But Colonies no reason to advance.
Oh yeah, especially with all the projectiles Youngling has.
The reverse boomerangs too. You just toss it behind you, and then you jump with another aerial. You cover the short hop, and then you have something covering you on your landing too. It's such a good option for Youngling to stay safe.
Can JoJ not up B out of shield the down tilt?
I don't think so. Up B out of shield's like frame 12, 14, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, down tilt's frame 8. Youngling's got some frame data, and speaking of that, landing with 2 arrows, and Colonies finishes it with a JV2 stock, brings out Navi to let him know.
That that last game was just so unfortunate for JoJ. Everything didn't work out for him.
It's just that stock 1 suicide